Are you ever going through stuff that you've thrifted in the past and you look at it and you go, why did I even buy that? And then you're like, well, should I get rid of it? I never wear plaid and it is square, it is boxy. And then I look at it again and then something happens. A light bulb goes off. Does this ever happen to you? I couldn't sleep and I ended up here. Hi guys. So today, if you haven't guessed, we're going to be turning this fugly men's plaid shirt into something cool and unique and vibey, and I'm really happy to show you how I did it. Let's get started. So I couldn't wait to get the collar off this ugly shirt, and the first thing I did was I marked it out on one side, then I cut around it, and here you can see where I've cut sort of half the collar off, and then I used that half the collar to place it on the other side and cut the identical part out on the other side, and it ended up looking like this. It was way too long for my short body, and I couldn't wait to cut it right at the perfect spot. I had a plan for the leftover fabric, and I'll show you that in a minute. I cut it very slightly high-low because that's the way I prefer it, but I quickly realized it was just going to be too baggy for me, and I had to do something about that. So I marked the center back, and I made a cute little pleat, but it wasn't enough. So I ended up making 2 more pleats, one each side of the center pleat at the back, and actually I made 2 small pleats either side of the front. I really just wanted to tweak and fiddle with it until I had it the size that I wanted. A little bit of collar tweaking was next. I used one side that I cut off as a template for the other side, and it took me most of an afternoon, but eventually I had it exactly the way I wanted it. And this next stage of the design process is really my favorite. I start to think about the skirt. What fabric am I going to use? I started experimenting with these vintage curtains and I wasn't really liking it, and then I sort of got it to a point where I thought it might work, and that's really the fun of it, and I hope you do this as well. Notice by this point that I have cut off the sleeves because I'm going to do something different with them. I play around with it a little bit more, and I really am starting to like it. So I pin it all together just roughly to see if I like the skirt with the top, and I do. And so then I ruffle the entire skirt and I pin it to the top and I sew it. Now remember the leftover fabric from the bottom of the shirt where I cut it off? I cut that into several narrow strips and sewed them at the ends, and then I ruffled it to make a ruffle to go at the bottom of the skirt. When I pinned it to see if I would like it, I liked it. I wanted to create a channel for elastic around the sleeves because I just love gathered sleeves. So I found some old bias tape that I probably got at a thrift store and I ironed it flat. And then I sewed 2 rows of stitching for the channel, and I left the edges raw because that's how I like them. The previous collar idea was just bothering me. It was kind of boring and predictable. So I ransacked my stash and I found this scrappy fabulosity. Who knows where I originally got it? I tweaked and I fiddled and I tweaked again until I was happy with the way it looked, and then I pinned and sewed it on. Woohoo! At this point, I noticed that the bottom ruffle on the skirt, for me, was a little too narrow. So I added a little bit of bias tape, but it was still too narrow. Bugger. So I ransacked my stash again and I found this cotton tape. I don't know what it was for. I guess it was for this project. That gave me an additional 2 inches at the bottom and it felt right to me. Yay! And for the finishing touches, I used the last of my scraps to fashion some huge wonky pocketses and a couple of skinny ties at the front. And we're done! Or are we? Did you notice something off with the colors? Yeah, me too. They're just not working together. But that's what RIT dye is for, right, peeps? This dye color is called Canyon. And if you ever find it, buy it. It's just yummy. So I flanged the whole creation into the washing machine along with the dye and some other garments just for fun, and this is how it turned out. I felt like a floofy cottagecore goddess in this duster, and I really hope you decide to make one for yourself. Hey, have you heard of the Refashion Rebels community? If you want to know what to make that actually sells, where to list it so it doesn't sit forever, and how to turn scraps into steady income, you might need to be a part of the Refashion Rebels community. Right now it's free to join. All you need to do is comment Rebel and I'll send you my invite link. I built this for you. Come and see why.